バレット。
私との約束9。空色空歌空の音。
Alright guys, so how do I? So I'm gonna give my previous camera a redemption arc. I am pretty crunchy on time, meaning I have little time today. I'm crunched up on time, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just use the old Sony camera and hopefully it comes through and it doesn't give me any green tint problems. That only really happens when the sensor gets really hot after recording for a while. So let's see how long it lasts before it turns green. Once it turns green, I'm switching to the freaking iPhone again. You guys notice the camera quality? For me, it's night and day. For a lot of you, you may not even notice, but I notice it and it's crazy. It makes me want to get a new camera ASAP, no Rocky, but there are priorities right now. But anyway, you may be wondering, why in the heck are we playing this game still? I thought we were on episode 3. Correct! But shout out to Mr. Byte and a few others. You guys told me about the patch. And now I know I've said I'm not touching a patch ever again. And I didn't intend on doing that, except you guys kept talking about how funny it is. And I got really curious. So I want to see the funny. Except the sexy stuff, the sexy time stuff, I'm gonna like totally skip over it because I ain't doing all of that. I would feel very uncomfortable watching through that. I believe I've installed the patch. Shout out to Mr. Byte for that. Mr. Byte emailed me. Appreciate that very much. I don't know if I installed it right. We're about to find out.
続きを早く。これでいいの？ロード完了しやしたぜ。
About to find out.
Huh?
Wait, we could skip all of this. What am I doing? I think I skipped over the... Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Yo, Sora, chill. Okay.
悪い。起こしちゃったか。
I think we're good.
ずっと寝たり起きたりしてたから。
なんだ。
ずっとそばにいてくれてありがとう。
それくらいしかできないからな。
もっとそばに来てほしい。
ああ。
I sit down next to the bed and hold Soda's hand like I used to when we were young.
ずっとこうしててやる。
違う。
Pouting, Soda yanks my hand forward. She then lifts the covers. She wants to sleep together. In other words. I can't refuse her. Soda scoots over to the edge, making room for me. I clamber under the bed and lie down. The moment I'm settled, Soda wraps her arms around me.
一緒に寝るの久しぶりだね。
Without the patch, I believe it cuts off from here, right? That's where the dots come in, if I remember correctly.
そうだな。何年ぶりかな。
Because I don't remember this.
お兄ちゃん。
Soda leans in, especially the sounds, the kissing. Holy. We share a kiss. Like, hear this. Yeah! The patch worked! Let's go. She takes the initiative and pushes her tongue into my mouth. Soda, I get it. Stop. This kiss is far more passionate than the last. Soda greedily sucks on my lips. She even slides her hand underneath my shirt and starts caressing my chest. This is not the funny part, guys.
お兄ちゃん好き。
Her hand creeps down my torso.
好きお兄ちゃん。好き。
空。
好きだよお兄ちゃん。
Her roving hand stops and she leans over me. With a bewitching smile, she looks down at me, her eyes shimmering.
しよ。
Oh, like read the Bible?
何を。
恋人同士で。
Like read the Bible?
こと。
I don't read the Bible. Soda gets up and straddles me. Whoa. I've never seen that look on her face before. She's like she's become a completely different person. I can't help but be a little worried. Is this also because of her stigma? Sure. It must be. Still smiling, Sora grinds again. Alrighty. Inexperienced as I am, I should be losing my mind with desire and ripping her clothes off right about now. And if the girl on top of me was anyone but Sora, that's exactly what I'd do. But it's not anyone else. It's my sister. I've known this was coming, but that doesn't make it any easier to accept. I'm not even the slightest bit turned on. I could still make up an excuse, say I'm too tired to be in the mood or that we're moving too quickly for me. Try to put an end to it. But I don't. I don't have the resolve necessary to commit this taboo with Sora, but I also don't have the courage to turn her down. I'm half-assed to the core, and all I can do is watch as Sora grinds on top of me.
大丈夫だよ。
She stops. I guess she's not ready to go any further either. So it was all just a joke? I breathe a sigh of relief, but it turns out I'm mistaken! Sora inches backwards, still keeping me firmly pinned beneath her, and then she reaches for my pants and starts taking them off. Bro's a victim. Finally realized what Sora meant. It's okay even if I'm not in the mood, because she's going to do everything for me. I'm have to censor things! It's out! We're gonna skip this. There's little animations of her going at it. That's crazy. Sora gets up and unbuttons her pajamas. She takes her underwear off, exposing her... Oh. Once she's undressed, she straddles me again and starts grinding.
入れちゃうね。
No, please don't. How do I skip this? I'm totally not gonna like manually do all of that. No. Oh, there's no skipping this. Oh, there's no skipping this. Oh my god. She gives me a soft kiss and then entrusts herself to me.
大好きだよ。お兄ちゃん。大好き。
It's been made very clear at this point. Wait, what? It's still going? Okay, we skipped that part. Now where's the funny part? Where's the funny part? With that, Sora closes her eyes. Still connected to me, she goes limp. I guess she fell asleep. Kakeru right now? Not my proudest nut. I stroke her back and sigh. We've crossed the line. We've done something unforgivable, but I don't mind. As long as I can keep Sora happy, I don't care about anything else. At least this way, she... Yes. She still disappears! Yeah.
さようなら。お兄ちゃん。
That scene still gives me goosebumps, even though I've seen it already. Dang. I feel like I've just reopened that Sora wound, even though I was just sad about it like 3 days ago. That's when I recorded it. Or 4? Today's Monday the 26th for me. Now I'm curious if the 18 plus patch adds anything if you reject her feelings. Maybe I did something wrong, but I do get the sense that I got trolled by you guys. And if that's the case, you got me. Ha ha ha. Thanks for traumatizing me. Wait, what? What? Why did it stop here? Oh, the patch does change it, huh? Say what now?
抱いてください。処女をもらってください。
But he already... Oh wait, no. That was a different decision.
お前何言ってんの？
偉いことしてください。
実はまだ契約破棄できてないのか。大丈夫かお前。
いやそんなことないから、正気だから、本気で言ってるから。
I told you it wasn't the artifact! I told you.
わかる、わかりますよ。頭おかしいこと言ってるって。でもね、しゃあないっす。本心なんすもん。私、お兄ちゃんとそういうことしたいですもん。ずっと思ってましたもん。
いやお前思っててもぶっちゃけるのはどうかと思うよ。
私も思うけれども、どうかと思いますけれども、しゃあないっす。ほんともうしゃあないっす。だってさ、ちょっと考えてみよ、お兄ちゃん。兄や兄様。
なんだよ、何をだよ。
私がさ、今ここでさ、なんでもないの忘れてとか言ったらさ、丸くは収まるけどさ、今後さ、お兄ちゃんへの気持ちをごまかして、なんかよくわからん適当なチャラいクラスメートと付き合っちゃうわけですよ。まあいっかって。
なんだ、そんなやつがいるのか。
いや家庭だから聞け、最後まで聞け。
はい。
でさ、 どうせ兄弟では結ばれないしってそのチャラ男に処女を捧げるわけっすよ。どうすかこれどうすか。
I mean, yay? I mean, I wouldn't want to know.
なんだよどうって。
私がそういう刹那的な感情で粗末に処女を散らしていいんすかって話ですよ。100人切れ目標っすわとか言ってるチャラ男に私すっごい嫌。それが初めての思い出とかほんと嫌。ニーニはどうよ。お、嫌な顔してる。だよね、嫌だよね。妹がそんな風になるの嫌だよね。
まあもっといい恋愛をしてほしいとは思うな。
でもできないの、今のままじゃ。私お兄ちゃんのこと好きすぎるから、一途に一筋に大好きだから。このままじゃ私適当に処女散らして適当に別れたり付き合ったりして適当に生きる未来が見えるの、見えちゃうの。だからね、兄やん、
おう、
せめて処女だけでも奪ってくれませんか。頼むよお兄ちゃん。付き合ってとか面倒なことはもう言わないからさ、一回だけやり捨ててくれよ、私のために。
Do me for me, please!
やり捨てって。お前とんでもないことをすごいテンションで言いやがるな。
こんなことシリアスな空気で頼めないでしょうが。テンション振り切らないと頼めないでしょうが。
ちょっと一旦落ち着け。一旦
落ち着いたらしてくれますか。
いやいいからまず落ち着け。
分かった。
Sora nods reluctantly and sits back down. Hold on, let me get this mic a little closer. Huh. Seems like the camera's holding up pretty well at 24 minutes. She's still looking up at me pleadingly. After she finally calms down, she looks at me and says very seriously, "Guys, I'm really glad I checked on the second choice with the patch. I was literally about to close the game, delete it, be done with it, never open it again. I was like, you mother truckers trolled me." But I had this instinct of checking the other choice with the patch on. I'm glad I did.
いや、ほんとさ、自分なりに悩んでお願いしてるんだよね。バカなこと言ってるのはちゃんと分かってる。
I'm glad you're aware.
恋人になれないのも分かってる。お兄ちゃんがそういうのを望んでないことも。でも好きですって伝えてそれで終わりにはできないじゃん。お兄ちゃんとしたいなって思ってたこといっぱいあるもん。そう、その下心的な。お兄ちゃんにはもうバレちゃってるし、隠そうにももう隠せないし、だったら素直にさらけ出そうってそう思った。
She looks up. A faint blush spreads across her cheeks as tears form in her eyes.
こう見えても結構今その恥ずかしい。心臓ドキドキしてる。でも本心なんだ。私お兄ちゃんとエッチなことしたい、してほしいってずっと思ってた。
What they have our queen saying, am I right? But what I mean by our queen, I mean the voice actress. Well, Sora is also a queen, but, you know, I'm talking about the queen.
だから一回だけでいいから。
Paper bag it?
私
I'm kidding.
私に最初で最後の思い出をください。
Paper bag.
お願いします。
無理です. Sora bows her head imploringly, but like, what am I supposed to do? I can't just say, yeah, sure. I certainly don't want to make her wish come true. Do my eyes deceive? But at the same time, we're siblings. She's my sister for crying out loud. I can't help but feel reluctant. Thank God. I feel strongly that this is a line we shouldn't cross. So I can't just give in and agree to this ridiculous proposition without at least spending some time thinking it over. Well, at least he didn't say yes right away. But the thing is, on the flip side, I just don't have the heart to refuse her. Oh God. I suspect Sora may have realized that I'm wavering here. My doubt turns into certainty when Sora chooses the perfect moment to say,
勝負しましょう。
Oh God.
勝負。お兄様が私に欲情いたしましたら、そういう感情を抱いたということで責任持って抱いてください。
いや、お前そんな勝負。
単純明快じゃないっすか。お兄ちゃんの中の兄の部分が勝ったら私諦めるよ。諦めざるを得ないよ。お兄ちゃんの中の男の部分が勝ったらそれもオッケーってことじゃん。お兄ちゃんも私をそういう目で見てるってことじゃん。
I gotta read it again. Seems pretty reasonable. If the brotherly part of you wins out, I give up. Done deal. Heck, I won't have any choice but to give up. But if the horny side of you wins, well, that's cool too. It just means that's how you really see me.
だからだけ。
強引だな。
失礼します。
おい。
Sora walks over and plops down in my lap.
デュエルスタート。イエーイ。
ノリ軽っ。
いや真剣だよ、超真剣だよ。ギャグっぽくしないと精神が持たないの。あと冗談っぽくしておけば振られた時勢いで笑える気がする。だからもうしばらくこのうざいノリに付き合って。
はいはい。
デュエルスタート。イエーイ。
I applaud in response, and our bet for Sora's virtue begins. I'm a bit worried about what this says about her principles, but I guess that's the least of my concerns right now. What principles? She said she was acting like this because it's the only way she's not going to break down, but I'm pretty sure part of the reason is also that she's trying to be considerate of me. She's so crazy about me that she's hell-bent on doing something about it. If she at least expresses her love in this way, it'll be easier for me to turn her down if it comes to it. Or, well, that's probably what she thinks. And me, I don't want to hurt her feelings just by shooting her down. So this is my real answer, my answer. I just have to keep thinking to myself as her brother and not let my horny side get the best of me. Then maybe Sora will be able to find some closure. Alright, Sora, the bet's on.
で、どうするんだ。
I didn't realize this patch was going to be like a whole episode.
誘惑しますので。
Oh?
誘惑。
そう、誘惑。
Sora wriggles until she's pressed right up against me, sticks a finger down her blouse, and flashes me some biddies.
なんだか熱くない？はあ、汗ばむわ。汗ばむわ。もうやだ。どこ見てるの？やだ。もう。
お前さ。
ドキッとした？ドキッとしただろ。ドキッとしたって言え。
全然色気ないな。関西の芸人かよ。
こっちこしょ。
お前。
Oh! I had written down a few things that I forgot to say in the last video about Sora's episode, and I just wanted to quickly say them before we proceeded with this here. I had just written down that the moment where the protagonist was being vulnerable for the first time, I think that really stood out to me because he had never been vulnerable with anyone, at least up until now. That was a pretty significant moment, I think. I guess I've gone crazy just like Sora. So I ended up making an absolutely crazy decision. What? Man, this is surreal. Now that Sora's gone, I'm starting to calm down again. Maybe I should just put my clothes
お
back
待
on.
たせしました。
Sora has returned. Though my eyes are closed, I can sense her drawing closer. The bed creaks. Oh man, I'm actually about to bone my own sister. Is this really happening? But well, I do owe Sora my life twice over. Brody. No. The least I can do is fulfill this one small quote-unquote request she made of me.
目開けていいよ。
ああ。
I'm nervous. Shake off my hesitation and open my eyes. In front of me. I was right! No way! That's so funny. Wow, I was okay. This looks so stupid. Oh my god. Well, of course I have the cooch censored. Or almost everything. But she's wearing a paper bag. Looks like it's one of those from the sandwich store over by the station. What the fuck? I just want to grant my sister's wish. Sure. Just tell yourself that. Don't forget your WD-40 to lubricate. But you've got to have used a dildo or something before, right?
私をどんな目で見てんだよ。指すら入れてないわ。最初はニーニーのチンコって願望あったから。
Joking it yourself is where you draw the line. She just said, what kind of girl do you think I am? I haven't even put a finger inside yet. I decided long ago that your peep is the first thing going in there. Bro! Guys, here's the problem too. Here's the problem with me with these patches too. YouTube has gotten so much better with this type of content, so even any noise resembling sexy time, I'll get in big trouble. And I really don't want to get deleted. So, sorry. But the paper bag bit was pretty funny.
仲出しされましたよね。
You just cream pied me, didn't you? Did you just come inside?
ちょっと余韻に浸らせて。
He cream pied her twice. Crazy.
幸せだ。夢のよ。もう死んでもいい。幸せすぎてやばい。
Oh, I know you're happy. I know you are. Soto rolls around on my bed, smiling broadly. I, on the other hand, have just come back to my senses. Oh, that post-nut clarity is gonna go crazy. And the enormity of what I've done is starting to sink in. It's a bit late to be regretting things now, but holy shit, breaking out in a cold sweat. Still, if Soda comes out onto me again, I probably won't be able to refuse. Brother, what do you mean? This tells how awesome I felt having sexy time with her.
気持ちよかったね。
そうだな。
Man, did it ever. I could barely even think by the end of it. Heck, even this weird exhaustion from coming twice feels good. Well, what the heck is going to happen now? That's a good question. Oh? Spend the weekend over at our parents' place. Soda hadn't been back for a good week and I've been wanting to see mom and dad again. Okay. Skippy mode.
ここを通りたければ私を抱いてからにし
Okay,
ろ。
this is the next part, I guess. Nobody gets past this line without having sex.
何言
Okay.
ってんのお前。
実家にいる間大変だったんすよお兄様。
何がだよ。
No?
性欲を抑えるのが。
ほんと何言ってんのお前。
いやニーに呆れてますけどね。本当は共感してるでしょ。私と一緒でしょ。持て余してるでしょ。
ふざけんな。
素直になれよ。私はもうしたくてしゃあない。快楽を刻み込まれたこの体がうずいてしゃあない。
ほんとさ、そういうこと大声で言うのどうかと思うよ俺は。
だってここまでグイグイいかないとニーヤンしてくれないじゃん。
一回の約束だろ。
私の中ではすでに2回カウントされている。それにお互いの合意があれば約束など無意味。
めっちゃくちゃだなこいつ。
お願い、イチャイチャしたい。お兄ちゃんとイチャイチャしたい。
話せって。
I peel Soda off me and firmly turn her down. Okay, look, that was really what I meant to do. Brother! We're skipping all of that. Around evening, we both finish up our homework and start watching movies and reading manga to pass the time. Soda won't leave me alone now, hugging me and touching me constantly. Not to mention holding my hand and begging for kisses. For all practical purposes, we become a couple. Oh, I understand. So this happened multiple times. Because there was ... like twice, wasn't there? Or I don't know how many times at this point, but Dang, that's crazy. So that's what I missed out on without the patch. That's crazy. Okay. Skip. Let's see what else.
9空色空歌空の音
No, yeah, guys. It literally was about an hour extra of content. Wow, I didn't think it was gonna be a whole episode. I really wanted it to be part of a video of episode 3, of the first episode of episode 3, but looks like that might not be the case. It was funny, but I don't know if it was worth going through the trouble of installing it and then having to skip a lot of that, because that was crazy. I'm disturbed and a bit tired. I slept pretty late last night. I couldn't sleep. So if I seem a little off, it's because of that. Not necessarily just because of the patch, although it is very suspect, very degenerate. It makes me think, because he rejects her, but if you think about it, there's still a couple, because in this route without the patch you don't see the sexy time scenes, but if they're screwing, they may as well just be a couple, honestly. Like, what kind of logic, you know what I mean? Like, they should just be a couple if they're already screwing. Like, why draw the line at a title? I don't understand that. Again, Mr. Bite, thank you for telling me about this. For the rest of you guys that also talked about it, it was pretty funny. I don't regret it per se, but I'm not like super thrilled that I actually saw it, because I said that I wasn't going to do this anymore. But I think at the end of this video may actually be a lot less than an hour. It may not even be half an hour if I cut off most of it. I don't even know. If you were hoping to see a little more, I'm sorry to disappoint you there, but I'm really serious about the non-patch thing. Even if it's fictional, I don't feel comfortable doing that and then putting it out there. It just does not sit right with me. And like I said too, anything that resembles sexy time noises, YouTube catches that too now. So even if I blur the entire screen, if there are sounds that sound like someone's getting hammered, I'm gonna get in trouble. Either way, thank you guys for telling me about this. It was entertaining, it was erotic, very wrong, but it was interesting. It was quite the experience. But for the last time,
もう終わるの早いよ
for the last time, for real this time, we are done with episode 2.
絶対帰ってきてよ約束だからね
It just means we get to start episode 3. I'm gonna record another hour, but it'll be episode 3. So again, if you were hoping to see more, I really apologize for that. But this is something that you totally have to do on your own. But tell you what, yeah? Because I'm not going to have all of it out, I will do this for you. I'll do this much for you. If you're one of those that really want to see the patch for yourself, I'm going to provide a link for you in the video description. The cool thing about this file is that when you start the setup thing, it automatically transfers the patch onto the file of the game. So you don't have to do that manually like I had to do back in King Court when I tried the 18 plus patch with Sylvie for the first time. I had to manually find the files and drag the files, and it was quite a hassle, but this is a lot easier, thankfully. So that's great. You just download it and boom, it's there. But I'll have a link for you. I know you may want to watch, and I get it. I'd rather have it goonless, you know. I'm literally more in for the story. But anyway, let's start episode 3.